So hey, welcome to the back to the Mountain View sub. This is going to be a very short update, mostly because I've been away quite a bit in August, not least for the wedding of my eldest son. So won't take long, but I just want to try to see if I can keep these updates on a monthly basis. So just quickly, I managed to finish the fascia all the way around. From the last video I had a few bits still outstanding, but now as you can see this goes all the way around. I think I've kind of determined that I'm going to use a maybe duckade blue or a dark blue paint. So we'll see how we get on with that. I'm going to maybe try a couple of different colors first and then see how we go from there. Still haven't finished that little scene there, but I'm going to get to that over the next few days too, hopefully. That's a promise. So nothing else much, just really done some work on the sorry about that, the lumber part of the railroad here. So this is an old Pico engine shed that I brought with me when I moved to Canada from the UK over 10 years ago now, and so I've rearranged the tracks a little bit and painted it in a, one of the industrial colours that you see out here in the west of Canada. Just starting to weather it up a little bit here. On the roof I've got the steel roof showing through, so again still a bunch of weathering to do on there, but it'll be a nice little switching industry here as we come in, and it kind of speaks or hints at the fact that there's something bigger attached to it off scene, but quite pleased with the way the colour looks. Again, gives me some switching options, and oh, look at that, we've got BC Rail switching lumber in the yard there just at this point. The next thing is I've started to put some plaster cloth around these risers that I'm using. So as you can see, this is just the basics for the scenic elements coming up around here. So ballast to be next. I've sprayed the track with the Rust-Oleum paint and then cleaned them off right afterwards. It seems to look really nice actually. I'm really quite pleased with the with that, and let's see, I've got quite a big rise here. This is going to be an embankment, so we get lots of scenery as the track rises and moves around the back of the layout. So also managed to get a white paint pen, so started to touch up the graffiti there that we talked about in the last video. So then the final thing I want to just talk to you, just to show you rather, is I hate ballasting, as I said in the last video, and I've just tried to work with some techniques here. So just in this corner I've just ballasted a little piece of track, again painted it first with the Rust-Oleum paint, and then put some ballast in on the track. I think it looks pretty good. I'm not one of these guys that thinks you should get every single piece of ballast off the tops of the tyres, because as you're out rail fanning, you see plenty of ballast sitting on top of tyres, so I'm not going to worry about that too much. So yeah, just a bit of ballast sliding off there. Down here we've got a Starbucks straw, which I have to paint up a little bit, but that's like a drainage pipe there, so I'm going to a little bit of silicone water coming out of there as well. But yeah, I mean, cheap and cheerful is free. Don't throw away your Starbucks Frappuccino straws. You can use them as culverts or pipes to help the drainage on your layout. The other thing I just want to point out finally on this is some of this dark scenery that I've got here. That's actually coffee grounds. So we use a coffee maker, which and then you throw away the coffee grounds. Well, I don't throw away the coffee grounds. I actually keep them, dry them out, sift them, and then as you can see, it gives you a pretty neat base for ground cover, and it looks pretty cool, and it's cheap, as in free, because otherwise this stuff would be thrown away. So that's it. Nothing more for this this update at this point. Like I say, I just want to keep into the habit of updating each month. But hopefully now the wedding's all out the way, I'll be able to get back to some modelling and get on with this and have no more excuses. I want to finally leave you with yet another addition to the fleet. I absolutely love this loco. This is an Athearn Genesis SD70 Death Star. Still see these flying around here in CN consists. It's got the tsunami sound. 1021. Absolutely love this locomotive. It's I've got more locomotives than I'll ever be able to use prototypically on this layout, but even with the exchange rate and the American Canadian dollar, I just could not resist buying this extremely sweet locomotive. So looking forward to tying that into a CN consist and getting it running around the layout. That's it. I'll hopefully speak to you next month. Cheers.